A few years ago, somebody asked me to do a video about what I eat, and I think that maybe what's more relevant is to look at what I keep around the house to eat. Maybe really the more relevant question is what I don't eat. That's probably the key to avoiding as many problems in life as possible, is to simply not eat meat, eggs, or dairy. So obviously, since I'm doing this video, it's going to be about the vegan food options I keep around the house. This is my little run table full of stuff, and it's a gorgeous day out there. And just here alone, there's all kind of options. I'll drink maple syrup on the trail. I've got all different types of vegan gel packets. I love the Muir products, M-U-I-R. Right now, those are a favorite. There's Lara bars, Trader Joe's almond chocolate bars. Love my Gin-Gins. Tons of options just right here, and we're not even close to the kitchen. Coming into the kitchen now, here is a grapefruit that I've been nibbling on. I try to eat one of these every day. Here's a countertop where I prepare a lot of food. This is not just coconut powder, but protein powder and other vegan powders that I mix together. I keep some multivitamins around, especially if I'm donating blood, and especially through the winter, which we're in Ohio winter right now. This is a mix of special powders. I'll show you what's in there in a minute. Wintertime, during low sunlight season, I do take some D3, and the only supplement year-round would be a little bit of B12. Here are just a few of my seasonings, turmeric being a favorite, molasses is a favorite sweetener, all kinds of goodies here for making chilies or for making sweet oatmeal dishes, and countertop or a cabinet above, dark vegan chocolate is a must. Some occasional supplements. I bought these with a specific purpose, and I've kind of gotten away from using those. Mushroom powder is fantastic. Cacao powder, I use this with water, molasses, and a little bit of non-dairy milk. Warm that all up. It's a delicious little something I take to hopefully get me to back off on caffeine a little bit. I'm trying to drink a little bit less caffeinated coffee. Here's some more mushroom powder, which is also typically something I mix in with my coffee to make it healthier. There are medicinal values in consuming mushrooms and mushroom powders. Here is something really special. Ashwagandha powder. It's an Indian root, and the main thing it's for is helping you, one, sleep better, deal with stress better, to relieve adrenal fatigue, and it even, well, it has other purposes, but super healthy vegan organic product from the country of India. Here's something new I'm trying, just mixing this in with my oatmeal. Brazil nuts are a great source of selenium, and I had to order those online. They're just not available locally right now. Here's moringa super green powder, more stuff that I tend to add to cereals, oatmeal, and so forth. Here's something really special. I love to use this for ultras. I use it every day, but Amla powder. It's a berry powder, for, again, generally a product of India. This has way magnitudes greater antioxidative power than blueberries, which are known for that. Here is some beetroot powder. Dealing with beets is a messy process, dealing with whole beets. So I do use whole beets, and but the beet powder I use daily in oatmeal and so forth, and especially at races. If I'm doing a 100-mile race, I've probably got amla, beet powder, and ashwagandha in various forms. Heading over to the chest freezer. This is one of the few vegan protein powders that I use, partly just because I love the flavor of it. The vanilla flavor, it adds something to oatmeal and so forth. Here is a favorite tool. This is our, I don't know, roughly $40 dehydrator, which comes in really handy when the grocery store has a super steal price on pineapples. Or if I grow too many squash or too many tomatoes to eat it all or freeze it all, I can dehydrate this stuff, and it takes a lot less space, and it's delicious that way. It's just a fun way to eat food. All right, now not everything you see is going to be vegan, because not everybody that eats in this home is vegetarian or vegan necessarily. This is a wide variety of goodies here. I keep pizza crusts, pizza dough, frozen rice. If I want it quick, I don't have time to dehydrate my rice, I've almost always got some in here. I love to eat cashews in moderation, but they taste almost like ice cream when you eat them frozen. French fries ready to make. There are pot pies, vegan vegan enchiladas. What the heck do I have here? I need to eat these. These are frozen cherries from the neighbor's tree. Japanese fried rice, one of our favorites. Oatmeal. We've got bread. We've got a hemp bowl. All this vegan stuff. We've got vegan meatballs. I make giant batches of vegan pancakes, generally for my wife's breakfast. Here is a large vegan tofurkey roast, or turkey roast. One of our neighbors had tons of leftover apples on their tree, so these are native Ohio organic apple slices. I've got bags and bags of these. Most of that will get cooked into our dog's vegan dog food. This rack is all sorts of mostly grains and seeds. They keep a lot longer if they're frozen. So there's a lot of flaxseed, rice, quinoa, bulgur wheat, cornmeal, millet, all sorts of goodies. I generally try to keep some of that stuff hydrated and ready to eat in the fridge. Over on this side, frozen cherries, one of my staples, corn tortillas, frozen raspberries, blueberries, mango. Most of that stuff is really good in daily oatmeal or in smoothies. Something new I'm trying, frozen avocado chunks from Aldi's, vegan butter, vegan cheese, meatless meat. Just endless things to eat. Most people don't eat much variety in the standard American diet. Within the plant kingdom, it's virtually infinite the number of things you can eat. There's a different flavor of vegan cheese, vegan meat crumbles, more vegan roast. Those are generally for family gatherings. Seitan, delicious. What else is in here? Burgers. We got vegan burgers. All right, headed over towards the refrigerator in the kitchen. Starting from the top above, got some rolled oats up there. The big 5 or 10 pound pack that I buy at Sam's Club, I use that for our dogs' homemade dog food. Here's some super oatmeal. Here's some basic rolled oats. Here are my favorite steel cut oats. The oats are important. They're a daily staple virtually every day, sometimes twice a day. Oat squares are great to crunch on, or with non-dairy milk. More cereals. And the refrigerator. Look at all that color. Here is a favorite low oil seasoning, island soyaki. Got some sun-dried tomatoes here, artichokes, mustard, hot seasoning, vegan dressing. Here's vegan just egg, garlic, pizza sauce, honey French vegan dressing, always salsa. Aldi's 4-pepper is a current favorite. Vegan mayo, low oil, vinegar infused salad dressing. Just a few of the things there. So starting up top, here's a favorite, portobello mushrooms. Wash these off, put some hummus in them, and anything else you like. Bake them for 20 minutes, and you've got a $15 entree at home for a tiny fraction of the cost. I try to keep some fruit sliced and ready to eat so it's convenient. That giant cabbage back there came from Aldi's. We've got raspberries, more mushrooms, pickles, unsweetened applesauce, some New Year's leftover sauerkraut, some peppers, always avocado. There's some blueberries. Tempeh is a favorite. Always keep the large burritos handy. These make great food to go to eat for quick lunches, for eating while driving. There's some vegan pesto, which is absolutely delicious, from Trader Joe's. Super dip here for more Mediterranean style meals. Vegan cream cheese. Always vegan hummus. Lots of hummus. Usually multiple packs of those. Some vegan cheese. Super Bowl soup from yesterday, leftovers. It was started out as an orange and black Bengals themed kickoff stew. Sweet potatoes, black rice, black beans, and then all kinds of goodies. Of course, maple syrup, vegan yogurt. Here are baked sweet potatoes. Currently using those with oatmeal. They're very flexible. Here is some vegan jackfruit that's been boiled but not seasoned, and have been putting that into various dishes, Mexican dishes. It's also in the Super Bowls, or the playoff soup here. Vegan dog food that I made. Got the garbanzo beans. We've got all kinds of there's purple cabbage. I want to point out the ground flaxseed. I've got organic flaxseed and organic soy milk, and for all you guys out there, and probably women as well, organic flax and organic soy are great for helping to treat or prevent hormone related or based cancers such as breast cancer or prostate cancer. Allegedly about 98% of men by age 80 have some level of prostate cancer. So virtually everybody should be thinking about that from any age, guys. You don't want to have prostate issues. Here's my oatmeal for tomorrow morning, mixed early, some leeks. There is spinach back there. This is an important thing to point out. Just picked up my large supply of parsley today, and parsley is freakishly high in iron. So I try to put that into most meals, soups, salads, whatever. I try to add in a little bit of parsley. Here is some already peeled garlic. Convenient to chop that up and add it to meals. Lemons are great with everything. Just add some lemon to your water. Here's some beets. I've already eaten the greens, and typically what I do with the beets is run them through like a cheese grater and eat them on wraps, on salads, and put them in soup, whatever. Carrots, kale. I love these small peppers. Here's a little bit of yellow squash left. I try to keep a wide variety of colors and tastes, and fruits, veggies, everything in here. Here's some green onions over here in the other door. Sometimes we'll add a little vegan creamer to the coffee. Love to add lemon juice to morning water with maybe some apple cider vinegar and turmeric and a little sweetener sometimes. Here's a great juice, really. It's actually got more calories per serving than a lot of their thicker, high fiber smoothies. Back there, lots of tofu ready to be prepared. Got these snow peas I need to prepare. They're great cooked or raw. Going down here into the other refrigerator area, I keep a wide variety of whole nuts. We've got the walnuts, pecans, hazelnuts, pistachios, macadamia nuts, almonds, of course, and here is ground pumpkin seed. All that's great in oatmeal or just a snack on. There's sunflower seeds, figs, lentils, celery, carrots, avocados. Always try to keep fresh avocado in the house. Once they start looking ripe, I tend to keep them in the refrigerator to help them last longer. There are raisins, a couple bags of dates. Chopped dates are wonderful just to snack on or in oatmeal. Moving down into the freezer. This side is mostly going to be turned into dog food. Very little. Our dog is mostly vegan most of her life. She's 14 and healthy, or nearly 14. So most of this stuff is leftovers. Like this is leftover, or the insides of some acorn squash. Most people would either throw that away or compost it. I generally, if it looks good and clean, will freeze it for a future batch of our dog's food. There's all kinds of goodies in here. Almost nothing goes to waste. If there's something that we're not eating, it'll go into here if it's healthy for dogs. Coffee stays fresh if it's frozen, and miscellaneous frozen stuff, vegan ice cream, coffee flavored, yum. These over here tend to be already opened items, vegan Parmesan, edamame beans, vegan burgers. But wait, there's more. Lots of tempeh. There's all sorts of items kept frozen to keep them fresh longer. Extra cranberries and pineapple for future use in smoothies. If you happen to be a poor college student, I would suggest adding corn tortillas to your ramen regimen. These things have no processed oil. They're basically just corn. And they're super cheap. You get a big stack of these for less than $1.50 at Aldi's. Fresh oranges, grapefruit, tomato, sweet potato, yellow potatoes, apples, more tomatoes, organic mini oranges, mandarins. There's some fresh garlic, squash, more potatoes, pineapple, more avocados, and bananas. So yeah, the better question is, what don't I eat? Big selection of decaf and regular coffee, all sorts of quick meals to go, food to eat on the run, lots of big bars, energy bars. We love these picky bars, cinnamon flavor, blueberry boom dizzle, kind bars, and I especially love my affordable baby food packets for running ultras. There's way more kitchen to go here. We're just scratching the surface. Tortilla chips. I try to avoid them, at least minimize them. I'm trying to replace some of that chip consumption with these low oil, more healthy corn and rice cakes. Don't use much olive oil anymore, but for cooking, sometimes I need a little bit of that. There's some vinegar. sauces and pastas and more pastas. Vegan chocolate, coconut oil back there, seasonings and more seasonings. Here is the air popcorn maker. There's a little bit of popcorn. All kinds of goodies up here. Lots of different types of tea. Cornbread mix. It's really easy to veganize with delicious. Simply use pumpkin, canned pumpkin, as an egg substitute with non-dairy milk. Polenta is a fantastic staple. Organic from Trader Joe's. This is 18 ounces of ground corn, and it's only $1.99. All sorts of tea. You got the Smooth Move organic. I have to say I've never been constipated into a 12th year of all plant-based diet. Since I've done that, no issues with constipation. However, if I'm having an early race start, say a 100-mile race starts at 6 a.m. and I want to speed up my movements in the morning, the night before, have an early dinner, chase it with some Smooth Moves, and things happen. And canned vegan soups, more nuts, vegetable broth, always have that on hand, especially for Ohio's winters. Vegan soups soothe the soul. Yet another cabinet full of delicious vegan foods. Fruit, a watermelon fruit spread back there. Cashew butter. More seasonings and barbecue sauces. More super healthy canned goods. Absolutely endless options here. Vegan chocolate milk. Seasoned chickpeas. All sorts of canned goods. Butter beans, cannellini beans, same thing. Canned potatoes, pumpkin, look at all that jackfruit. You can do tons of things with jackfruit. Got the hemp milk and vegan soy milk, or I'm sorry, organic soy milk. So when the non-vegans ask me what I eat, with the assumption that I'm just, nibbling on iceberg lettuce or something, I have to laugh because I've had to take up intermittent fasting in order to avoid putting on too much weight. I could put on 10 pounds in no time with a 100% vegan plant-based diet, even with all the ultra running and training that I do. So what do I eat? Anything I feel like eating. I don't count calories. The only thing I do is weigh in every morning about the same time, and if I'm not in my weight range, I'll simply wait to eat that day. And that's how I always stay within my new healthy BMI range of 155 to 160 pounds. And with intermittent fasting and taking advantage of circadian rhythms, it is best to consume the biggest meals early in the day and then make them smaller as the day goes on. Typically I would stop eating by 6 p.m. and then eat sometime after 6 a.m. the next morning. We're super simple, super sustainable. And for those times when I just want to do some mindless munching, I love to crunch my food, I'll simply do get out the air popper and have some corn. So hopefully that's of some use. Oh, I forgot about these sheets of roasted seaweed. I need to start trying these out. So many things here, it's making me hungry just thinking about it. Once you do this, go 100% plant-based, you'll be surprised how much you enjoy shopping for produce. And that's coming from a guy who used to think that vegans were crazy and that every meal needed to include meat, eggs, or dairy.